So unfortunately, and of course it had to happen to me at some point, my intro to this video, or my original intro to this video, didn't actually record properly. Oh, the wonders of YouTube. So no continuity, this is a different t-shirt to the one that I will be wearing in the actual video. Apologies for that, but here is some very vital information that people might well need during the potential upcoming recession, and really in any economic climate. So with that being said, let's get into this video. Apologies for this little slightly bad intro. Apologies for the little mess in the corner there. We're going on holiday in literally 2 days. Can't wait. It's going to be brilliant. Let's go. Hey everyone, it's Lewis back again with another video, and today you will see me wearing a different t-shirt to this one. That is a guarantee. This video is a very important one which is dedicated for people that really do need some financial help quite desperately in the potential upcoming recession and really in any economic climate. But before we kick off this important video, I'd love it if you could tap that like button in order to get this video out to as many people as possible and keep the channel visible. And if you're new around here, you've watched a few videos of mine already and enjoyed them, or if you're a seasoned veteran and have been here since day one but haven't yet subscribed, then please consider doing so. We're close to 100, let's get to that milestone. So all of this information has been taken from a few vital websites that can help people here in the UK if they're struggling financially, really in any economic period, be it good or bad times. The Citizens Advice, gov.uk and Step Change. And yes, of course, I'll link all of these websites down below in the description for anyone who needs them. I want to stress that these benefits are truly for those who desperately need it. And I'm not talking to those who have only just lost their high-paying job in London due to their corporation cutting costs and going through redundancies. I'm also not talking to people who are of sound mind and body and have a wealth of experience and or skills that they can easily put to use to find in another job elsewhere. This is for people who truly need help during tough economic times and probably at any time. For those who fall into the previously mentioned categories, hopefully you will have an emergency fund saved which will be able to cover you until you get another job, and if not, get on indeed.co.uk and get looking, because even in a recession, companies are hiring. Now that I've said my piece, I'll stop all that sort of stuff, and here is the help that you can get if you need it. Now, the first bit of financial help here is actually one that we are all getting in order to help us with the current cost of living crisis, and that's the Energy Bills Support Scheme. Every single household in the UK is going to receive £400 towards their energy bill. The great thing here is that we don't have to do anything to get this one, and you won't have to pay it back. Unlike the last grant or loan, whatever the hell Rishi thought up of the first time, it wasn't good enough. He knew that, he's replaced that. Good stuff. The £400 will be automatically added to your energy account over 6 months, and that will be starting in October 2022. Now, if you have a prepayment meter, the £400 will either be added to your meter or you'll be given vouchers for this, and details will be made more clearer from the government closer to the time. The government will also be sending further one-off payments if you get certain benefits that are based on your income, such as universal credit, or you receive a disability benefit such as attendance allowance, or you're over the state pension age and receive winter fuel payments. Right, so if you receive benefits based on your income, the government will give you 2 payments of £325 called the cost of living payments. You'll automatically receive this if you get universal credit, pension credit, working tax credit, child tax credit, income-based job seekers allowance, income-related employment and support allowance, or income support. You'll receive your first payment on or after July 2022, but you must have started your claim by the 25th of May 2022 to get the first payment. So if you've applied for a benefit after this date, you will miss that first payment. However, the government have said that they will be sending the second payment in autumn of 2022, so you'll at least receive that if you've only just claimed a benefit. Now, if you get a disability benefit, you'll receive a further £150 in September of 2022. You'll be eligible for this payment if you receive any of these, which is disability living allowance, personal independence payment, attendance allowance, armed forces independence payment, constant attendance allowance, or the war pension mobility supplement. And again, you'll need to have started your benefit by the 25th of May 2022 to receive this. If you've recently applied for a benefit after this date, you won't get the payment until after your benefit claim is accepted. And then lastly to this section, if you're over the state pension age and you receive winter fuel payments, you'll automatically get an extra £300 with your usual winter fuel payment, and that will be either in November or December when it is most needed. Again, it is automatic, but it's best to check as sometimes you might need to apply, so head over to the gov.uk website down below in the description to check this. Okay, so that's the cost of living benefits covered, which is a maximum of £1,500 worth of benefits to the most vulnerable and poverty-stricken in this country, which is a really positive number. However, there is more that you can get, again, if you do need it. If you're struggling to pay for your daily essentials, such as food, then you might be able to get some help from your local council or even a government loan. There are also food banks out there if you do so desperately need them. And if you are at least 10 weeks pregnant or have a child under the age of 4, then you may be able to receive free vitamins and a Healthy Start voucher or vouchers to go towards things like milk, fruit, vegetables and formula milk. To get these free vouchers, you must also be claiming either income support, income-based job seekers allowance, income-related employment and support allowance, but only if you're pregnant, child tax credit, and if your household earns less than £16,190 a year, pension credit, or universal credit, and your household earns less than £408 a month. Whew. There is a caveat here though. If you get both the child tax credit and working tax credit, you can't get the vitamins and vouchers, unless you get the working tax credit run-on payment, which is the payment that you get for 4 weeks after you stop qualifying for working tax credit. I didn't say that these things were easy to claim and easy to understand. This is the government that we're talking about here. But if you're under the age of 18 and pregnant, you can still get the vitamins and food vouchers if you don't get any of these benefits. Like I said, your local council might provide you with vouchers to help you pay for the essentials like food, second-hand furniture and household appliances such as a cooker, which is essential. An American-style fridge freezer, probably not essential, but you get the idea. This is known as the Household Support Fund, and each council runs their own scheme. All you need to do is find your council on the gov.uk website, down below in the description, and ask them if they run a household support fund that can help you. And then there's the interest-free government loan that I mentioned. This is what is called a budgeting loan and is for essentials such as clothing or household appliances. You might be eligible for this if you get income support, income-based job seekers allowance, income-related employment and support allowance, or the pension credit. Bear in mind that this is a loan. Even if it's interest-free, you will be in a debt. You will have to pay back what you borrow, and that is usually within 2 years. So please be mindful of that. If you get universal credit, you can't apply for this loan, but you can check to see if you can by using the gov.uk website down below. And finally, there is help with paying your rent, and this is if housing benefit or universal credit doesn't cover all of your rent and you need more money. Again, I will say this one with a caveat, with a pinch of salt. If you're in full-time employment and you can't pay your rent, you're simply living in too much house. Move out, downsize, pay less rent. It's that simple. This is for people that for whatever reason cannot work to pay for their rent. Anyway, look, if this applies to you, you could claim for a discretionary housing payment, aka a DHP. Using all the acronyms there, sound like a bit of a rapper. This is extra money from your council in order to help you pay your rent. And in order to get a DHP, you need to claim housing benefit or the housing costs part of universal credit. And it's worth mentioning that a local council are under no obligation to give you a DHP. They don't have to. It's entirely their decision and it does depend on your circumstances. So of course, that's probably a good thing because people can't take the you-know-what out of this sort of scheme. If your council do decide to give you a DHP, you'll get a letter of confirmation telling you how much you'll get and when the DHP will stop. Again, if you want to look into this one, the gov.uk link will help. And of course, those who are in debt and desperately need some help in paying it down can talk to Step Change, who are a UK-based charity dedicated to getting people out of their debts. They really are in your corner and they will talk to you and help you get through what can be a very stressful time. If you've been affected greatly by this recession or think that you will be in the near future and have debts piling up and don't feel like that you can control them, speak to these people. Their website and telephone number is down below in the description. Now, unfortunately, people do take advantage of these schemes, so I would just say to think, and I mean really think to yourself, do I need these benefits? Should I be claiming for these benefits and possibly have someone behind me in the queue who needs it much more than I do? If you're fit, ready and able to go out and get a job in order to work for your income and your lifestyle, whatever that may be, then there's a very good chance that the answer to those questions is no. It's estimated that there are 3.7 million people in this country who are classed as extremely vulnerable, and 14.5 million people live in poverty, which is 22% of this entire country. They are the ones that need it the most. As always, I really hope that you found this video helpful, and if you did, let me know in the comments down below. And if you think that I've missed anything out that can financially help people during these tough times, again, let the people know down below in the comments. If you haven't already, consider subscribing for more money related content. I post videos every Monday and Friday at 6:30 PM UK time, so make sure to stick around for that. Also, make sure to follow me on all of my socials for even more. Grab some free money and stocks using some of the links down below in the description. And remember, until next time, every quid counts. See you soon.